Well, welcome in everybody. Oh, I forgot to turn off. Look at all those things I forgot to turn off. My goodness. Welcome in everybody. Good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. And we've got a lot, as we normally do on Sunday, a lot to talk about of everything that's going on. And also I need to adjust my green screen so that's not completely wonky and jacked up. Oof. Also, I need to shave and butter my beard and so much going on. How's everybody doing? Let me know. Comment now. Tell me. Invite your people, by the way, because big video out yesterday. A lot of that information that I released yesterday, almost all of that information should have been something that most everybody had, but just in case they didn't. Put it out there yesterday for the Borg stuff. And then, of course, we've got to go over all your questions for swarms and who's going after Strange New World Pike, because there's both Pikes involved. I'm really curious who else is going for the Strange New World Pike run. Yeah, I want to know all the things. As always, Rev wants to know all the things. And I'm actually going to get my ship right here ready for swarmins. Where's my swarm run? There we go. Get my swarm run ready and then switch it back to the Franklin A. Well, also, I'm doing well, man. It's I'm a little tired. I stayed up late last night kind of talking to some people that I hadn't talked in a while, like other streamers and stuff, and it's good to build those relationships. So I ended up staying up to like 4 in the morning. So I've had about 5-6 hours of sleep. That's fine. Slept in just a little bit this morning until my daughter just kind of woke up and was very upset about something. She woke up unhappy. Anybody else have a woman in their life that just wakes up unhappy? Well, my daughter, when she wakes up, the world needs to bow to her and help her get over all the things. So yeah, it was great until that moment, and just random 2-year-old crying about nothing but everything. Anyway, I guess you'd have to just have kids to understand. I don't know how else to describe it. It's weird. Children are weird. Was spin XP in the last solo leaderboard for Borg? Seems like it makes the actual officer sourcing pointless when you spend millions of officer XP. So in the previous rendition, I can pull up the previous rendition of this Borg run. Here, let me pull up the current one here in our Borg folder. So they do periodically make changes. Here's your heroic recruit and assimilate Borg officers and then regular officers. Let me pull it up for you real quick and see, because I honestly don't remember. I mean, we run some of these so much that, we run these with so much time in between them, it can be difficult to remember. So let's see, heroic recruit. So this is the first time running one that is, that's the SLB, by the way. First time running a heroic one, or first time running this one that's named this way. So we have had recruit and assimilate. I'm just looking at it from the board that they have. Recruit and assim. So we had a recruit and assimilate 4 months ago. Was the exact same scoring, but it was not called heroic. Let me look up that's because it was, nothing's different. Why are we calling this one heroic? This is the exact same as the last one. Okay. They named it heroic and I don't know why. I have no idea why they named this heroic, y'all. I really don't. It's the exact same one that we had last time. Exact same one. So, I don't know. But do have to do live target practice again. And then, of course, your Mega Cube. So, there you go. I will be recruiting. I'm going to try for that because I really want Borg War funds. Mainly because I still don't have the Vidar skin. I'm not even halfway to the skin. And Rev just is at a point in his life where skins matter. So I'm also going to pull my tactical advantage, what I pull every Saturday now that I've got all my ships. Just seems like even getting a full pull of a Borg officer is pointless compared to just spending officer XP. It also depends on how much do you have saved up points wise for things like officer pulls, because to me that's a big key. Obviously this matters, but I could pull a lot of officers, but it's also how much. I think 34 million to spend if I just went XP. I obviously can't compete. The problem though is this bracket for me is levels 40 through 60. Level 40 through 60 on this bracket. Yikes. Bracket's awful. You want the skin? Yeah, exactly, Sean. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting a vanity item. Absolutely nothing at all. And if somebody tells you so, well, that's silly. It's your video game. You can play it how you want to. It's your video game. You can play it how you want to. The bracket's outrageous. Yeah, it's the same bracket we've had before, but it is outrageous. Yeah. I mean, it's 40 through 60 is what's listed. So, yeah. Red D3 is a prime example. Yeah, I love having my red D3. You know, I rarely take it out the dock, but man, when I do, let me tell you, this thing is beautiful, and you should be jealous if you don't have one. You should feel bad that if you don't have this. Look at it. Look at it. Look how gorgeous this is. And Huntman, thank you for mentioning it. I love bringing it up. Everybody says not vanity if it offers a buff. While there is truth that it offers a buff, it's not necessarily a needed buff. If y'all remember the crews for grinding Borg and stuff, there are so many crews available that allow you to not only grind, but to grind quickly and efficiently. You really need the skin. I mean, yes, it works. Yes, it's cool, but look at the sheet here. Now, obviously the ones with 5 of 10 as captain are probably going to acquire loot faster. Now, that's just the nature of her ability. And 5 Chen Talon is one of the most common Borg runs versus a level 33 pro, because battleships have both types of weapons. They have energy and kinetic weapons. So sure, we have so many different crews for that now. Do we really need the skin? I mean, I'm not against the skin. Hell, I'm trying to say I want it. I want to get it. But I don't necessarily think it's needed at this point in the game. I do think it's a little bit more vanity personally, but you know, it's you know what they say about opinions. You know what they say about opinions. But let me pop this off the screen real quick. Or you know what? I'm gonna leave that up on the screen a little bit, just in case people haven't written it down. I did have quite a few people message me about it. They try to take screenshots and it's really blurry. If you do need this, this is in my Discord. This is in my Discord now. If you need this, it's in my Discord. So jump up and grab it. If you're on a phone, this is probably hard to look at right now, but this is in my Discord, pinned in the STFC general channel, I believe. If not, we'll put it in like the specialty ship, the Vidar Franklin channel, and we'll get it pinned in there if we don't have it already. Matthew says, I used a Strange New World crew last night without a scan or an exo of any kind. I managed to get 158 cargo without going boom. Best crew for probes, hand down. Look, the math points it out. You know, the math is there. You see it where it's like crew number 4 or 5 from the left. The math shows that the Strange New World Pike, Uhura, Laan, if you have that, is the best crew to run. But Ripper, I agree. Rev is completely rubbish. Rev is completely rubbish. Almost as rubbish as the STFC Space Creator, but you got to be very careful with him because he is very emotional and is prone to random outbursts. How you doing, Ripper? Good to see you. Any news on hints about extra research coming to free-to-play? What research do you want? Are you talking about like primes? Something that's kind of gotten forgotten, and I'm just now getting where that's close. Remember, a level 40 plus treasury actually starts allowing you to source items for certain researches that we haven't had before. I am very close. I'm at 39 now. I'm getting close to having that. So I have a UI update I'd like to see. Go into the recruit and assimilate solo board, loaded board and scoreboard. You have to click the back button 4 times to get all the way out. Sure. What level is the Strange New World crew? Mine is tier 2, except for Pike, which is tier 1, I believe. But yeah, here, let me take this down. The Strange New World crew, especially for Borgs, is good immediately. It's good immediately. I said, safe for me to spend all my Borg tokens now. You've said don't. Your sister just checking in case. So there shouldn't be another SMS video for the recruit. You wanted to make sure that you qualify in the SMS that you saw. And then after that, you should be fine. So there's not another secret event lurking around that I remember. but we haven't run this in like 4 months. It was April, I think, the last time we ran the Borg event, and I was on Ripper's site, and I think April is the last time I saw it. But this recruit event, and you just want to place in it just for the rewards and also for the scoring metric. But yeah, let me get these going real quick. With the ability to research more than one at a time. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that they're ever going to make that a free to play option. There's going to be that if you want the extra researcher, you spend $20. Obviously, I would never say no to that. I think free to play, having a way to grind that is great. But if you look at most games, extra builders, extra researchers are always a paid option, and at least mobile games, obviously. So I don't know if they'll ever change that. I mean, it doesn't ever hurt to ask, I can say that, but it's not something that I've heard discussed as an option so far when I've talked to the dev team or anybody in the Overlord rooms. I used Stranger World Pike, Stranger World Hero, Stranger World Lawn, like the graphic shows. It was an amazing crew. Also filled lower decks with lower deck officers. Yeah, dude, do not forget it. And it's so much to remember now. And this is why I'm really frustrated that the crew presets doesn't include the lower decks, because you need exocomps. Exocomps can be very useful. You want to have lower decks laid out. There's so many different things to keep up with. So many things to keep up with. All right. Has the game gotten really laggy and buggy for anyone else since the last update? I have not had that problem. No, there are times during like incursions where there's a lot of things going on in a lot of places, and I'll notice lag then, but in general, no, I haven't had any lag recently that is any more egregious than just a normal lag of like 200 ships in a system or one base getting raided by 30 people. I haven't seen anything more than the normal personally, but we're always open to hearing that feedback for sure. Lag, yes, Ripper loves lag. Ripper actually enforces lag. Ripper doesn't want people playing the game, so he adds more lag. He goes in the coding. He says, add lag. Next line. More lag. Next line. Your video mentioned getting the Borg Megacube directives. Is it worthwhile to get them if you can't get 10 in a single run of the event? So the key is you want to be able to run the Megacube. That's where a lot of this is built around, so that you can get the rewards from Megacube. Your alliance can score highly, and then you can score there. It comes down to being coordinated. And, you know, when I said that in my video, it's more about, do you want to participate? Like, do you want to be able to do everything this is? Here's how you do everything. That kind of comes up to y'all in terms of whether it's worth it or valuable. You know, is going after the top rewards for your alliance worth it? I enjoy this run of the Borg more than the original, but the Borg is still not a great run. It's still not a great run. This is still not a great design. I mean, the Borg as a whole is pretty disappointing to me, and I've never really liked it. But just in case real quick, as I see people talking about in chat, here are the crews that I put together. And I want to point out that there are changes you can make to this. Like, for example, this right here, you could run 6, 5 as captain, and then a Trinity officer if you got a high-level Trinity officer. So Marcus, Kang, Sharvanek. But yeah, it really just comes down to how much do you want to complete. If you're one of those that only cares about the SMS, then you can probably just get away with not worrying about it ever and just see wherever you fall, or let the chips fall where they may when it comes to that. But hey, Nathan, good to see you. It's going well. Like I said, we're gaming, and we're trying to help everybody else be more efficient at their game. We have a Eclipse question. Which is the better Armada crew? Kirk, Spock, Riker, or Kirk, Spock, Khan? Well, depends on your research, what level of clips you're going after, but more importantly, your research, specifically, obviously, the Outlaw research, because criticals are great. They're just giving you a natural multiplier of whatever your critical bonus is. So like my Enterprise, mine is 2.1. So I'm going to get my normal damage multiplied by 2.1. If a fight goes longer, Riker can outperform that 2.1. But how long is this fight going? You know, what's our research at? What's our, group at? What are we normally playing at? That really matters. And if you're running a solo Armada, then I would always point you more towards the Leslie run. So it comes down to what is it you're trying to do and who are you trying to do it with? And there's not an easy answer. The generic answer is Kirk, Spock, Khan. But Riker can outperform Khan given the length of an Armada. Depends on how long it goes. Is the faction credit tool out yet? Henry, it is. Anisi has finished it, so I will try to grab that from her maybe later today. I don't think she's in the stream at the moment, but she did finish it to where people can just use it. It's just a Google sheet. So 85 Curl is a pretty nice crew. I've had 40 mil Chris before. Very nice. Critical runs are important. I like critical runs. I've loved the idea of critical builds in this game before Honor Guard War. I mean, it's something I've harped on. It's a very common tactic in most MMOs is to run those type of setups. So why would you put Kirk in the captain seat over Riker? I wouldn't. I misspoke when I said Kirk and quickly corrected to Riker, Tomb World. I would not put Kirk in the captain seat. Our first time trying a Mega Cube. Well, look, if you do the basics of what's on the screen, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. Mega Cube versus Max Vidars is really not that difficult. Now, I did have like server 83 came to me like, dude, you're saying this is easy. It's really hard. Well, I mean, yeah, 83, you're a brand new server. You don't have a lot of Max Vidars and research. It is a little bit harder early on, so. Yeah. Missed last 2 streams because of kids. Didn't see any hints in Captain's Course. Have I missed any? So I have put 2 hints in YouTube videos this past week. Your job to find them. Now, because they're on YouTube, they're generally going to be visual or auditory hints instead of like a rhyme or something. So if I post it, it makes it obvious. You've got to find them. So for the 270 people here right now, there are 2 hints this week in the videos. You gotta be paying attention though. There are 2 hints this week in the videos. So if you have not caught them, get to looking. One T8 Vidar and 3 Max Vidars. 4 is going to have a really hard time taking down a Mega Cube. You want 5 or 6 in an Armada run. Are the new Borg avatars a sign of new Borg officers? There are no new Borg avatars. There are no new Borg avatars. Unless I'm wrong about something. They're like, I mean, 11 of 11 is 11 of 11. But all these other Borg avatars are normal. I mean, this has been forever, unless you're talking about like this one and this one and this one. These are original avatars that came out when the original Borg launched. That's when the original Borg launched. Whoop, wrong button. So it was, and that'd be cool if we had new Borg officers. I have nothing against that, but you know, this is just from 2020 now. When the original Borg mission launched, they had these as prizes, and then they just ended up adding all the others as well. Did Rev make a full Sarko video as an update hint, trolling us with armadas or upgrade the Sarko for territory, Strange New Worlds? I made a Sarko video. Yeah. Haven't able to see any Strange New Worlds. Are there any characters from the Orion Syndicate in it? No. No. Not to this point. No. No. All right. Ripper. Stop it. Ripper. Stop. I've told y'all I haven't watched all of Strange New Worlds yet. I haven't watched all of Strange New Worlds yet. 11 of 11 sourcing is really bad, even not as bad as the Abyss. Look, 11 of 11 is not properly sourced. I agree. But also, you don't really need them at a high level. You refuse to build a Sarko? I mean, I have a Sarko. I've built a Sarko. I'm not necessarily happy about what I've done in life, but I've done it. I've made that decision. So it is what it is. Smell Troll. Ripper is amazing. Put it that way. With the DS9 arc on the horizon, do you think we'll see Cardassian ships appearing? I think that you could definitely see a ship appearing from that series that you know and love. I definitely think that you could see a ship appearing from that series that you know and love. Ripper analysis. Yes. Server 24 is the best server? Very nice. I'm glad you're proud of your server. Glad to hear you're proud of your server. Glad to hear about DS9, a certain wormhole. I wonder what they could do with a wormhole. That sounds interesting. Hey, Jacob. How you doing, Jacob? Good to see you. A fed ship that's supposed to cloak? Yeah, finally. One that's actually supposed to cloak. PS9 is going to be the next Arc series after Strange New Worlds, which will probably take us through the rest of the year. Hopefully, the next year they bring in Voyager arcs. I can honestly not care if Voyager ever came to the game, but yeah, Voyager will probably eventually come to the game, and maybe as soon as next year. Ace says stop giving out hints for September rather than August. You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. Do what I want. My name is Rev. It's my channel. I do what I want. Mojo, good to see you. Disco was broken. When I try to jump, I get an error to update my game. My game is updated. Put in a ticket, Robert. I put in a ticket. That has happened. Well, Ripper actually had talked about this before too. So Ripper says I've not given hints. Ripper, you give hints all the time. You just don't realize it. Ripper is a hint. Voyager's one of my favorites. I really want to find... Voyager will get there. Voyager's probably my least favorite Star Trek of all time. And it's one of the worst rated Star Treks of all time. But I still enjoy certain aspects of Voyager. But I don't look forward to Voyager itself. I mean, I do like some of the characters and the ship. Stuff like that in the game. But the stories of Voyager are always so bad. So, but I would probably not mind it in the game because it has nothing to do with the writing during the season. That would be something the game itself creates on its own. They should have saved incursions for DS9 arc and used the wormhole for the incursions. I don't agree, honestly. I would not have wanted incursions first run with all of its problems and all of its practice runs in the middle of a DS9 arc. I really wouldn't. If incursions is going to work, I want incursions to be working by the time DS9 rolls around. Like working in the aspect that people are all enjoying it. Like a majority are enjoying it. I don't want that launching in the middle of a DS9. Yeah, that's just me. I think that would really frustrate people. Does the Northcutt BP show up in the purchase store? Steve, honest answer, I don't remember. We did have a slew of packs get added last year. Ripper might be able to jump in on that one real quick if he's still there. Epic Tuvix, I might call for a boycott of the game. Like, hey, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to not play the game the entire month of Voyager so they learn how stupid this is. We all take a break. Yeah, Ripper, thank you. Thank you. Excited for DS9, hoping to rejuvenate my love. Ripper does confirm that the G5 ships are not purchasable via pack. You have to get them the old school way. Rep grinding and then buying faction credits. Yay. For the Discovery issue, cultivated mycelium, jump efficiency level 4, and 8 breaks disco warp, upgrade to next level, and it works again. Noted, Ray. Can I be cheeky and ask about the DS9 art? You can ask about whatever you want. I can't give you definites, though. You know that. You can ask about DS9. You can ask about things that they could be working on in Q1 of next year that Ripper may have heard of. Can't tell you about them. But you can talk about it. What would Neelix's abilities be? Neelix's ability needs to be less than a common officer. You need to make an officer type and make him just that awful. Oh my goodness. Things are coming. Things are coming. Bearded, I love you when you don't stream a chair for 12 hours. Hit the end button, Bearded. Anything maybe from Scopely on completely redoing Borg so we can have a Borg faction and build cubes? Nope, not at all. Not at all. I have not heard that at all. We still need Q and Tremaine? Maybe. Maybe. Epic Janeway Palace Salamander Synergy. Yikes. Hey, I will admit, as much as I hate that episode, it is awful. It would be hilarious to have a Janeway Paris Salamander like rare duo that really did give you like warp speed bonus of 1,000% or something. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Yeah, Bumpkin, it could have been. You could have had the camera in your bathroom. All I want to hear from Ripper is how he feels about what is coming. Yeah, Ripper, why don't you go ahead and tell us about how you feel about Strange New Worlds Part 3. How do you feel about Strange New Worlds Part 3? I am very much, I guess I'll tell you this. I'll give you this. Some parts of Strange New Worlds Part 3 is very much this. But then there's equally just as much this. It's going to be very, very split. And some things you will love. Some things you will hate. More information coming Tuesday. Yep. When are we going to get another roadmap from Scopely? When the current roadmap rolls out or wraps up. So around October is when you should expect a new roadmap to run. Usually they release it for content about 6 months. There's about a 6 month span before a new one gets put out. Are they ever going to increase the spawn rate of Eclipse territory? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I got a question about a ship. Specifically, if you've heard anything about the NX-74205. NX-74205. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I do not refer to that ship by its registry number. I've never referred to that ship by its registry number. But could it be coming? Maybe. Could Rev have been asked design questions about it last year? Maybe. We'll see if it comes, though. We'll see. Huntman, I can tell you that the USS Reliant is NCC 1864. Does that count? Does that count? I know the USS Reliant's registry number. Wrath of Khan, best Star Trek movie of all time. Any new ship coming? Are you asking if there's a new ship coming in Strange New World Part 3 or in DS9? Would it be a special ship or a regular ship? We'll just have to wait and see. USS Vengeance would be super cool. They had started working on the Vengeance like 4 years ago, and it kind of got shelved for other things. So I would love to see the Vengeance actually come back to the game, or come to the game in a very real sense. Eventually there'll be a new ship, yes. I can say that there could be a new ship at some point in the future. Not necessarily near or far, but just in the future, a new ship could appear. Well, I found DS9 to be the most boring Star Trek series ever. New cons, new content. Honor, really? Now, let me ask you this honestly, Honor. Have you made it past like the first 3 seasons of Deep Space Nine? The first 3, basically when Deep Space Nine is relegated to the space station, it's pretty boring in my opinion. There's a few good episodes. It's not until about season 4 where Worf comes in, the Defiant starts coming in, the Dominion War breaks out. Then DS9 really takes off as an amazing show with incredible storylines from all over the directions. The first couple seasons of DS9 are pretty. What? Huh? Yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But Lost Soul says USS Lag-A-Lot sounds like a great ship for Scopely. Yeah, let's just launch it. USS Lag-A-Lot. Remember now, Khan will be the new Star Trek new series, so it should be cool new stuff. Maybe. Do you reckon they'll bring the Dabo table back to DS9? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Maybe we could ask that. We can ask for feedback on it. What's your take on the rumor, the 4th Kelvin movie without Bones? No take. I haven't kept up with that, so I have no opinion yet. No opinion. Thane says, I could care less of a new ship coming. I want the rare G4 cloaks to be put in the faction store already. Same, actually. Same. Pylums and Coronars need cloaking too. But also, I would care if a new ship is coming. Oh, man. So many things. So many things. There's so many good questions here. So many good questions. I'm also got to get this grinding done. There's so much to grind today. And I'm going to go over Police Officer. Who's your absolutely favorite character from all Star Trek, old and new? My favorite Star Trek character ever. My favorite Star Trek character ever. Probably Spock. Probably Spock. That's a tough one, though. I mean, I love Worf. I love Martok. Spock. Data. That's really difficult to just pick one. That's really difficult to pick one. Q is a really good one. Q is a fantastic anti-hero. Q is a great anti-hero. So, totally Wesley. I don't mind the Wesley characters much, honestly. But when I was growing up, granted, Wesley is like a decade older than me. Probably a little bit more, actually. But it was nice to see young characters on Star Trek growing up because they didn't have like Prodigy or Lower Decks, which are more animated, which I probably wouldn't show Lower Decks to a kid, but it didn't have Prodigy. They didn't have anything directed at me then, so it was cool to see. Hey Shane, good to see you. Blink twice if we're going to get an event store for Strange New Worlds Part 3. So here's the thing. I'm going to naturally blink twice just because I need to blink. And then when you say blink, your brain freaks out and goes, holy crap, let's blink all the times because we've never blinked before in our life. So yeah, that's, or did I actually just spell out event store in Morse code with my eyelids? I don't know. You have to figure that out for yourself. But yeah, could be. Why is it even a question? Well, it should be an obvious answer, Ripper, because we know this is the end of Strange New Worlds and DS9 is coming, but love Q, but as an officer, he'd break the game. Like, gives the ship the ability to jump away the enemy ship. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Since we're talking about Q-type abilities, how would y'all feel about an ability that prevented your enemy from warping out? Seriously, how would y'all feel about an ability that prevented a ship from warping out? Since we're talking about Q-type abilities, how would y'all feel about that? John says, ouch. W says terrible. Ohm says no. Daniel says no. Okay, well. How would you, what do you mean, Robotsky? What do you mean? Nobody says no. Scope Plory has already said that there will 100% be an event store. Maybe. I didn't see that. Pa says that'd be awesome. Toon says they'd hate it. Do not give other players control over my ships. No. Wow. Okay, so lots of notes. Well, Rev, terrible idea, Rev. Never mention that again. Terrible idea, Rev. Never mention that again. Never mention that again. Nope. Rip Doodle Dandy. Like a tractor beam for ship. I mean, think of it kind of like that. Like if you're in a fight, in my head, this is how I'm thinking of it. Like imagine you're in a fight and you can just keep them from warping away on you. I just think, since we're talking Q-type abilities, I thought that'd be cool. So. Yeah, Deecha, event store should be there. Maybe. We'll see. The Interdictor Cruiser, that's a nice ability you have there. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars has got that thing in there. People don't complain about Star Wars having it, I guess. Okay, never mind. Rev's an idiot. Oh man, it'd be terrible if that happened to come into the game. Absolutely terrible. New combat mechanic, the ability to target specific systems within a ship, like the warp core, certain weapons, and impulse engines. Sounds great. Don't think that's close to possible with the current infrastructure, but I do like that idea. STFC is becoming more of a science than a game. Well, it's an MMO. I mean, MMOs are complicated. MMOs are complicated. I mean, there's a real potential for griefing if you could lock someone's ship somewhere and prevent them from relocating or recalling. True. Obviously, you would have to put a limit on it. Like, it couldn't be like an indefinite, you can just make sure they never go anywhere for the rest of their life. You'd have to limit it in some way, but. They're asking for things that are in Star Trek Online. Yeah, Star Trek Online has a lot of this. I don't think there's as many active players in Star Trek Online as there is in Star Trek Fleet Command anymore, but I used to love Star Trek Online. Heard about Alliance Base. Is it coming soon? Star Bases is something that is on the roadmap, and we know everything on the roadmap typically makes it into the game within 6 months. So for that to happen, Alliance Star Bases needs to come out within, what, 2-ish months to meet that timeline? So that would seem to head math say Alliance star bases would come in with Deep Space Nine, which would then further say interactive Deep Space Nine base. Maybe. That's if we're just putting the math together. If we're just doing the math. That's how it's worked out in the past. I'm not telling you that's how it is, but I'm saying if you look at the roadmaps, how long it takes them, and then what you know is already coming in a couple of months, it would seem to indicate that Deep Space Nine and Alliance star bases will coincide together. So, are the roads on that map, like the ones here in the Northeast, full of potholes? I promise you we have more potholes in Louisiana than you do. I promise you. Promise you. You want a notification we're being scanned? It's a Star Trek, basic Star Trek tenant. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Would it be linked to territories though? And what would that would mean? Only the larger alliances could use the Alliance Starbase. We'll just have to wait and see. You know, Alliance Starbases could be many things. You've got to say wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You're right. I got to be careful. You got to be careful. Any update on the Rialta A? You mean the NX-01 Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise? I actually don't know if that's going to happen, but that's how I would like it. That's how I would like it. With the DS9 art coming soon, do you think there'll be an intro to the Dominion and Maquis? I would say probably not on the Maquis. I would love there to be an intro on the Dominion. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Everybody knows to give me those red notifications. Alliance Starbase as an incursion armada target? Ooh, that's an interesting theory. But I don't know. I worry about my first word that came to mind was lag. First word that came to mind was lag. I'm like, oh, well, it sounds cool. And then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Now I just see lag in my head. Now I just see lag. Let me do a group here because honestly, I kind of want to just go out and run something. This is not a good run. I'm just running it out. It's not a good run. I just don't want to swap ships. So go. So before anybody says anything, it's not a good crew. I'm doing it because I don't feel like swapping things around. Well, you as an officer would be nice. Agreed. The logical thing would be intra-alliance trading, but you know, that's not going to happen. You know, that frustrates me so much, Ripper, because I've actually had multiple meetings with them where they had me present that idea fleshed out and they were like, this is cool, knowing it's never going to happen. I mean, it could. At this point, it's a prove me wrong thing. Why they make the recruiting thing an event? Someone please explain. No matter how many shards you get of any and everyone, doesn't matter because they let you use XP. Yeah, Claw, somebody was mentioning that earlier. I agree with you. I do agree that it's big dumb, but I don't know. That's how it's always run, though. It's how it ran last time anyway. And it's the same structure as last time. They did rename it. They called it a heroic, which Ripper, why did they call this one heroic when it's the exact same SLB as the last time? But yeah. Ops thinking is cool. It's way different than accounting thinking is cool. Exactly. Yeah. Those guys in accounting are like, are you sure this is going to make us money? Because I feel like it's going to lose us money. Your computer shows a glitch of concentrated latinum mining system. I was grinding in earlier, overplayed in on the brig and on the Borg system, or overlaid on the Borg system. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes words are hard. Thank you, Tri-Stranger World Crew. My Vidar got 30 more than PMC. You're welcome, Howard. Very happy to be able to educate you. Very happy. Work colleague has been playing for 1 year now, coming to me for info. Thanks, Forev. I could pass it on. Well, hey, I'm happy that y'all are having a great time in the workplace, not working and playing Star Trek. That is the American way. The American way is to work 40 hours a week, but only work 18 hours in that 40. That's American efficiency. We love it, and I'm proud of you. I have a noob amalgam question. First, refinery materials. Do you have to use the amalgam to get those maps from traders? You want to, yes. You want to use it so that you can get, well, basically you want to get the plunder, exocomp, and then use it with the amalgam. And you can get 30, 40 million at a time using that combination. With regards to star bases, do you know whether they will have alliance buffs like what territory gives or include buffs based on alliance size through contributing section? I do know some things, but I do not know things that I can share with you. Things that I know must be kept for now, because Strange New World comes on the 9th. 2 days from now, Strange New World is here. 2 days from now, I'm giving away 5 battle passes. 2 days from now, we will go into what should be an event store month. We'll talk about other things after that. Steve, thank you for deciding to be a cadet supporting the channel. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, you can several different ways. Content creators can't make it unless you support. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, sign up, whatever. Thank you so much, Steve. Greatly appreciate that. Bet gave away 10 battle passes. Just proves she's becoming the lead STFC content creator. I mean, I'm squinting at you right now. There's some things that I'm working on. I can't reveal though. I can't reveal those yet. Can't reveal those yet. Can't reveal yet. But I'm excited about the projects I've been working on. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh, Starbase is not like another research tree? Maybe. We have a lead content creator. His name's Ripper. Yeah, Ripper's the lead content creator. Ripper actually instructs everybody on the content they should make. Ripper hosts daily meetings in the content creator team and says, hey, you better do this or we're kicking you out. Ripper is the GOAT. Bye. Bye. There we go. Click. This should create a board transwarp conduit that takes you to deep space and back rather quickly. Well, there's already transwarp conduits in the game, but it would be cool to do. Any motivational words for those holding it down for STFC on Instagram? There's people holding it down for STFC on Instagram? Keep up the good work. Also, Steve, thank you for signing up to be a lieutenant supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Once saw Ripper mime for 25 hours straight. Ripper, is he telling the truth? Did you really do that? I need proof. Is there video of this somewhere? I need proof. I need proof. Because this could be blackmail for Ripper. I just got my amalgam. Does the timer on the refinery go down as I tear it up? Nope. The refinery is always awful. Always awful. Ripper hack YouTube and delete all the videos. That seems like a Ripper thing to do, honestly. Ripper has that level of knowledge. Ripper might have the highest mental acuity of anyone on the planet. You can't say he doesn't, but you might say he does. Isn't that right, Ripper? There are those. Oh, dude, that's really cool, Carrie Delta. You should send me those so I can follow. You should send them to me so I can follow. Ripper does like shenanigans. Ripper creates shenanigans. Literally. Ripper creates shenanigans. I can say I don't. Ripper, I don't know if you can say that or not. I've never seen your scores. For all I know, Ripper is actually the next head of Mensa. Ripper's full of positive energy. Ripper's full of something. Ripper's full of something. I think that's something different than what I'm full of, but he's full of something. What's your happiness for Strange New World 3? There are some things that are 10 out of 10. There are some things that are 0 out of 10. So I guess find the balance in the middle. There should be an event store coming soon, right? Since the last month of Strange New World's coming. Ted. Very, very possible. Also, got to give a big thank you. Make sure. Big thank you to Heath for donating to me and my family. Thank you, Heath. This helps a lot. Says best new ability would be ramming speed. When you lose the battle, you self-destruct and hurt the other guy. You want to be able to ram whales. That's what I'm hearing. You want to ram whales. Nobody says that because they want to destroy Orion corvettes. Ripper, I'll text you the only thing I like. All right. But that's the only thing, Ripper. That's the only thing. You'd love to ram whales? Nice, Sugar. At least you admit it. Some people wouldn't admit it, but you did. So that sets you apart. It makes you awesome. Makes you awesome. Ripper doesn't like it. That means no mining events. Oh, man. Or that it's all mining. Particularly leaving out the... But yeah, a self-destruct will be nice. What are the benefits of ranking up Strange New World Pike? His officer ability getting better. His officer ability getting better. Here, let me pull it up real quick so y'all can see with your own eyes. Wrong button. Can you please ask the devs to clean up their act? Sure. Sure. Here, right here. Hostile shield bypass, shield damage transfer. Increasing this more and more is better and better. Better and better. You think we'll see Vidar 2.0? Maybe. I think a Vidar 2.0 could be in the future. I don't think that you're going to see it this year, but I could have possibly talked to people about it already, and maybe it comes at some point. All right. Ripper, make dev team more lower decks because they help with my ships. Ripper will get right on that. Ripper lives to do thy bidding. You don't want it? Nice. What's an easy upgrade for Ops 23 to do to score in the Pike event? Easy. There's not really any. You could spend materials on a Voclus, spend materials on Akira. There's not a ton that you can just drop uncommon on in the low 20s. Yeah. They're not remaking Borg into a faction, Earl. Just put it this way. If they made Borg into a faction and they had to keep the Borg realistic power-wise, they would only be whale stuff. Like a Borg cube is not something a regular player could have because the power has to be insane. Noob, at what level do you lose protection? Are you asking what level that you can start getting your base rated? That's level 15. Getting my water in. Everybody drink your water today. If you don't hydrate, you could die. Don't die, okay? Don't die. At what level do you lose protection? Oh, by the way, we welcome noobs here. Welcome in, and I hope you're having a good time. Any questions that you have, throw them in. Will we get a higher level than 33 Borg probes? When you get a higher than 33 probes, you're going to need an update to the Borg. You're going to need like Vidar 2.0. Oh man, we got the trolls here. We finally got them in. We've been waiting. That's how you know you're popular, when you start getting the spam bots. That's how you know you're doing well in life. Spam bots. There we go. Get them banned. Quick as you can. Ripper, can you use your internet magic to make spam bots never visit me again? Ripper, is that in your power? I've been told that the D4 is the best ship. Oh my goodness, Michael. Hate you. Bingo Revadar 2.0, maybe. Alpha unit. Hey, that's how we know, man. You don't want to help me? Ripper, but I love you. Ripper, I will do so many things to you. Just let me know. Just let me know when. Turn the battle triangle into a square. So what would you add if you're going to do that? What would you add? Is jelly worth the investment early on? So Nomad, I can say this. The baby jelly is what we call it because there's two jellyfish in the game. There's an ISS jelly and then there's that baby jelly. It does have some really good specific uses. As we kind of covered in incursions, base defense can be really good with it long term based on how you crew it out. But in general, it is not an effective ship for very long. You're going to get much stronger ships in the 20s than an ISS Jelly for PvP and basic PvE and stuff. Okay, I just got your ISS Jelly. Life is so much easier. Nice, Rune King. Congratulations. That's a big step in the game to get the ISS Jelly. Sorry, I'm talking to Ripper on the side here. What hints we could possibly give out? Okay. How in Q's name are you wearing long sleeves? I mean, I know it's hotter than here in New York, but it's summer. So here's the thing, Sean. When you do content creation, but not just content creation, like if you work in IT, one thing that you learn very quickly is that electronics get very hot very fast. Like, so if you're running a server room or you're doing like what I do, which has multiple LED panels and lights, and it gets hot. So what do you have? Well, right behind me is a big, like 800 square foot rated air conditioner. So in a lot of IT rooms, like even when I was an IT director, they're freezing because you're trying to keep the temps low to offset how your server rack can be overheating, or not overheating, but you just want to keep your temps down. So because of that, cold in the room. Now you know. Now Ripper's gonna be like, nah, man, we just wear short sleeves. Screw it. So, hope Ripper's supporting your channel for all those mentions he's getting. Troy, the content creators, I feel, support each other pretty strongly. Ripper has, to my knowledge, never gone out and downed me. But yeah, I mean, I've always supported Ripper. I'm pretty sure he supports me to an extent, and vice versa. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. I support DJ, I support Ripper, I support Beck. You know, No One Shall's got his YouTube channel that we've referenced several different times. I mean, Black Half Dan, The Rooster, I Am Highlanders. I'm all about everybody. Stewie Doo, we made content for the officer tool. We made stuff for Spock's Club. I'm all about all content creators. Appreciate your officer videos. Where do I get the app? What app? What app? Oh, shiny. Aloha. Is TOS Kirk, TOS Spock, Honor or Worf an effective combo on the sarcophagus? Got a pylum issue. It can be. What is that? What's that pylum running? Because you just gave me an anti-crit crew with a crit smack on its own side. Are the next Strange New World officers good, or should we spin mats for Pike? Ripper, should I answer that question? Ripper, I'll let you answer it if you want to, because I already know what you're going to say. Ripper, do you want to answer that question? Ripper says yes, answer. In my personal opinion, no officer is coming out that is as good as Strange New World Pike. Personal opinion. That doesn't mean that the officers coming out are bad, but no officer coming out this month is as good as Strange New World Pike to me. So if you don't have Strange New World Pike, get Strange New World Pike. Let's put it that way. Ripper said it more harshly. Ripper said it more harshly. Have they said if we're getting a Strange New World anti-survey officer? That type of officer has been discussed. We'll see if it comes into the game and when it comes into the game. You got Strange New World Pike yesterday morning and now crushing probes. If you don't have Strange New World Pike, definitely go for him right now. If you do have Strange New World Pike and you're asking me, would you get more benefit from ranking him up or waiting for new officers? I would probably still go Strange New World Pike. Which domain am I in? Server 20 is the one that you're currently watching on screen. I also play on 89 and 63. Let me grind Tau for free. Never going to happen. Because they're never going to reactivate that. At least we don't think so. Tau is useless. He is now. He is useless now. I would say that I like to have him just so I can have it collected, so it's not staring at me, but I need one shard. I just need one shard. I need 7 shards to rank 2 Pike, so I spent the materials for only the SMS and letting the leaderboard go. Yeah, there you go, Jacob. That's fine. That's fine for me. Here's where I'm at with my Strange New World of Pike. So scrolly. I am at 72 out of 110. I would love to get him to rank 2. I would absolutely love to get him to rank 2. So 72 out of 110 means I need what, 38. That means I need to get at least 4 through 5 if I wanted to rank him up. I'm at 1.3. Now it had me doing, you know, honestly, I might do that. Honestly. Because there's a bunch of research I can catch up on. I might do that. Star Trek are like Pokemon now? I mean, haven't they always been? Haven't they always been? All right. They should put Tal in as their throwaway officer in the next 1 week battle pass. Well, I mean, but then people are going to get mad because they can't even use him for anything. Like, people are just going to get frustrated if they do that. People think they know what they want until they get what they want and they realize they didn't want what they wanted. Facts. Facts. Also, all these nodes are all like, oh my goodness, there we go. You need to play second to get him promoted? I mean, he's very valuable at rank 2. Very valuable at rank 2. Is Spike, Strange World Spock, and Max Chin better than PMC for hostiles? No. Pipe Moreau Chin is still better than that combo for like going against a level 41 trader. Let's move here. Let me check these daily goals. Click, click, click. And that should finish out my daily. There we go. There we go. And check our away teams again. Gucci Mane. Actually, I really need to run this one. I need to run this. Even if I don't win it, I just need to run it. Yep. Probably going to fail, but just in case. Because I need the away team's tokens. I was thinking about getting a Ryman and Warbird model for my home office. Any suggestions about where to look for them? Are you wanting a model that you put together? Or are you just wanting like a really well put together model? Which ones? Because Eagle Moss is probably going to be like the standard for like if you just want a model. Eagle Moss is probably going to be the standard for that. If you want to put something together, that's a little bit different. And I'm sure our fellow nerds in the chat can help with that. Let's see. My Spike is tier 2. I couldn't get him to tier 3 even with first place. Kind of torn if I should do anything more than the SMS in hopes of making extra progress. Up to you. I mean, Spike is definitely something that gets better the more you put into him. I love him as a card. He's extremely useful. So Eagle Moss filed for bankruptcy last month. I had no idea, D-Man. Look at Wiki Star Trek races. Okay, maybe later. I had no idea about that at Eagle Moss. I know who the Zindi are. To me, the Xindi is the worst arc of Star Trek of all time. I hate the temporal Cold War arc. I hate it. But it's whatever. I still would rather watch Enterprise than Voyager. You got what level spike, Cooper? What level spike? What level spike? All right, let me get this. Are we done yet? Did I finish this? Yes, we're done. Yeah, here, you can recall now. We can go back to our grinding. Yeah, it is from the Enterprise series. It is from the Enterprise series. Part of the temporal Cold War arc. Hey, Jesus, boop to you as well, buddy. How you doing? If I want to catch my ROM rep up as fast, should I only select the ROM daily? That's what I do, Rune King. Like, I'm only doing the Klingon one as I work on catching my Klingon up. Now, my Klingon is finally above 50 million. So now I'm slowly getting it up. And then when I get it matched up towards the Romulan, I'll push up to 46 and dual grind it more there. But I want to get the Katinga just because it's sexy and I love it. But I'm still a ways away from my Katinga. So I've, crap. I didn't mean to do that. That was a waste. That was a waste. But I still got to hit esteemed and then commended. Rip. Our Alliance killed a Mega Cube today in 3 rounds that had 55 million criticals in the last rounds. That is awesome, Huntman. That is so cool. That is really cool. So if I put Spike in PMC, will it be better for grinding? Like, you wouldn't use Strange New World Pike and then Moreau Chin. No, you would stick with the original PMC. They're not mix and match. Yeah, we love seeing Booper and Jesus here. We'll probably attract a lot of new players if a whole new faction was added. What attracts new players is the fact that the next generation of DS9 are here. That's what attracts new players. But they don't have any problem attracting new players. I mean, they're launching new servers all the time. Here we go. Reset the node. Hop back on. Can't believe I have 5 ships out doing things right now. What are you doing? Oh, you're just coming home. Okay. Repair. We'll swap this back to our Valdor. Just so we can have the Valdor up, and then she's pretty. Love my Valdor. She's very, very pretty. Very pretty. She's a gorgeous ship, though. Sincerely. Hope they open up older servers to add in new players during DS9. Maybe. They've done it to some servers. I mean, server 20 has had that happen multiple times, but I don't know. I truly don't know about any guarantees there. So. Why aren't you hostile grinding with the D4? I hate you, Huntman. Hey, Jesus. Rio says, what's good? What about an increase in sourcing Federation faction credits? Way too many officers need them. Away teams and Borg. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do that. Yes, you do need more of those than anything else. It's particularly problematic for me because I'm anti-Federation. Like, I really struggle with Federation credit sourcing. I'm at 145,000, but that's just because I've been spending a lot lately. But yeah. Cooper, I love helping new players. I love helping all players, but particularly new ones. Will the packs for epic ships only appear when you hit the rep, or what in 20? So which packs? Are you asking in-store packs, or are you asking like the away team options? Because the away teams, it's like 80% of the rep and 1 level below. What level will my new Enterprise be better than my max out in? Tier 3 for sure. Research comes in a lot of that. I don't know what all your research and stuff is at. I don't know what all your research and stuff is at. I mean, technically, a tier 1 Enterprise could beat us out, and depending on crews and stuff. All right, Where is more to grind? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this over in Soul because I've decided I want to grind big boys. I want to grind the big boys. Free, manage, swap. Here, wrong ship. Don't know why I selected that. I'll come over here real quick and select this. Do I have Khan available? Because that'd be that. I need Skinny Mud and Khan. Khan's on ship C. We'll put him here. And then where's Skinny Mud at? Skinny Mud. There's Fat Mud. I need Skinny Mud. Skinny Mud's also another one that I really need to level up. I need to take him up a tier. Where is Skinny Mud? Did I pass Skinny Mud? Name. Mud. Mud. There he is. Oh, he's on an away team. Okay, speed up the away team then. There we go. Critical? Nope, no critical. Thank you, Real. I'm glad you saw it. I did not. All right, so now we're going. You know, I've not actually tried to do this with the Gladius. I'm going to try to do it. I need to boost my defensive stats real quick. But, yeah, I'm actually going to try to kill a heavy with the Gladius. I'm going to try to kill a heavy with the Gladius. Do some stat stacking. Speed you up. I've never tried this with the Gladius. Should be doable, though. Ooh, critical! Yes! We love getting a critical for that mission. Love getting a critical for that mission. All right, Q over Curon. Starting to stack a little bit. This is why I need to update all my officers. Yeah, that'll work. Let's go take a look. I've never tried it with the Gladius. It's the day you're going to run your Borg Armadas. Probably tomorrow. It really depends on my alliance. Because my alliance is, you know, in a constant state of war. But we have to really go out together to protect some of the things. So we'll see. I do want to run them, though. Good morning, Dean. Good to see you. My max salary is 2.5. Nice. You do this every Sunday? Nomad. I stream here every Sunday and Wednesday. I stream on Twitch 4 times a week. And then I also make YouTube videos that are static. I mean, you basically have content for me every day. There's basically never a day you don't have Rev content on some platform. Then, of course, we've got the the Discord. Lots of stuff. I have a payment due. Excuse me? No, I do not. I have not had a medical thing in forever. I don't have a payment due. Get out of here. Yeah, we do the live stream and the live chat every Wednesday and Sunday. But there's also, the Twitch is a little bit more wild. Some people like it, some people don't. But yeah. Yep. All right, what else we got going on? Okay, I'm just checking through the different questions. Yeah, Frank, you definitely need to get in with, I told you, I made videos about this. The away team that's focused on Federation credit acquisition is Carol Marcus. So upgrade her and get to work. Smuggle Cybernetics. I should really go after this with data, but I don't really think that I have. So Jordy is one, but I haven't upgraded Jordy. Fly. What about Rogue? I haven't done anybody that is Rogue, so Skinny Mud would be for that one. I do have Carol with Physicist, but Jordy is... So I need Jordy and Mud for this. I just need to do Jordy and Mud, but I haven't upgraded either of them. How much I really want this mission? Thoughts. All right. Let's see if this Gladius can punch it. Let's see if this Gladius can punch it. The only question is going to be hull health. Does it have enough hull health? Pew pew. Oh, I didn't even put a new weapon skin on it. Yay, we did it. We did it. We did it. We took down the heavy with Gladius. Well, that's a cheap repair. Granted, I've got to fly it a million times back and forth. But yeah, there we go. Very nice. Very nicely done. 29 rounds. I should really Cerritos boost this. I should boost it with my Cerritos. Let's swap out and get our Cerritos taco here. We'll recall this and we'll try a Cerritos boosted one and see. Get Data Mag. Yeah, Data's really good. 5, 6, or Riker and Bev, both with Khan as third. Depends on the Armada. I'm probably going to go 5, 6 just because I love the extra loot. But if you need the extra damage, Riker's great. You're getting the same mitigation run. The piercing, though, is a big one for me. That's why I say which Armada. Because like if you're in an Eclipse, you really don't need 6 of 10 if you have good outlaw research. So, having started another account at Ops 29, I can say officer sourcing is not as good as it was my first time through. Yeah, definitely not. It's a lot tougher to acquire officers this go around, for sure. 100% correct. Needs work. Needs improvement. Needs improvement. The data shards away missions, my OCD every time because I'm missing him. I'm missing him too. That's why I'm considering dumping traits into Skinny Mud and Jordy. I'm considering it because I don't have data. He's a good officer to have. So I am considering it. All right, what else we have here in the questions was referring to store packs. So store packs do not always have like a set rotation. It's more of when they activate them. Think of it like an on-off switch, and they don't always have that on-off switch turned on. Nomad, I don't even support Row. I think Row is stupid, and not every server even has a universal Row. Thank God. Thank God. Oh man, what a terrible pull that was. That was awful. That was an awful pull. Just abysmal. If armor piercing is higher than target's armor, there's no reason to get even more. To an extent, Olvi, yeah, basically. You can get a little bit more in terms of lowering their mitigation, but in general, you just want to get above it. You know, once you get above it, you're only going to alter another couple percent generally, but you do want to get above it, especially if it's a weighted one. So like if you're going against a battleship, you want to have more armor piercing than armor, and that's going to then translate to a lower mitigation for that ship. What is row, row? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Romo. Do, 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 do. All right, so we're going to bring everything back. I'm really curious how we're going to do with Cerritos leading the way with a little boof. A little boof from the Cerritos. Oh my goodness, the bots are coming in heavy today. Bots are coming in heavy today. We're just curious for Badgie, the underdeck officer, but seems better to get more HP. Yeah, you definitely want to do your bonuses before doing Badgie. Like your officer bonuses are key there. Getting those, if it's 300%, or if you're a higher level player, like 550%, whatever it is that you're on, you want to get those first. You really run into diminishing returns once your piercing stat is twice as much as their defensive stat. Yeah, and we have a website that actually is a mitigation calculator. I don't know how many people have seen it. I did a video on it, but very helpful to see that in action. It's just kind of a sliding scale that you can use. But yeah, you do have a level of diminishing returns where it becomes more prudent to focus on things like having Tendy below decks for extra hull health or something like that. A prudent course of action. As I take out random traders, hoping for boxes that maybe have Kelvins in them. We want boxes that have Kelvins. Or Hydras, honestly. I'll take either. I have a tier 3 Enterprise, tier 4 faction ships, and all my fishery research is done, but Territory and Outlaw. Do you think I need to do more and get Fisha before I go higher ops? I would still do a little bit more, Nicholas, before going to 39. Personal opinion. Because then you're going to make sure that you want to get your ISS Jelly unlocked, and you got to do your Franklin A, you want your Fisha. I would do all those things. Let me see. I don't think I can even pull here. I can't even pull with this, can I? Oh, I can pull. I barely have a pull. Okay. Give me good. Terrible. This is like the lowest things. It's awful. The freaking pull rates in this chest are abysmal, man. They're so freaking terrible. All right. We're going to boost our Gladius. Let's see how a boosted Gladius does versus the regular run we did. And where's another Reggie? I don't see another Reggie. Oh, there's one. All right, so boosted did not do any better. It was not good enough to get 2 and 1. Boosted did not do good enough to do a 2 and 1. I didn't pull out the log to try to check that, but I was curious. So Remy, if you've not seen the video punching up, the video punching up covers the crew for hitting heavies. And this is the crew right here. But very specifically, if you want to know how it works, I have a video. The title of the video is called Punching Up. Yeah. Now, if your con is really low level, you can run a max Talon instead. I include that in the video because sometimes people just don't give a lot of love to con. You really want con around tier 4 at least. But just in case, you can run it with Talon instead, which is obviously a lot easier to max. So. And nothing there. So let's punch a heavy. See how much damage I can do to a heavy. And see if my auger can then kill the heavy after the Gladius loses to it. Use Bev Skinny Mud and Max Talon works as well. It shouldn't work as well, but be close. Yeah, I said I didn't even get close to even taking the shields down. Repair. At least the repairs are cheap. Oh my goodness, another one? The bots really love us today. So my Cerritos did not help really, so we're going to pull the Cerritos back. And we'll do some research because I think I do want to go for a higher place on Strange New World Pike. So let me put some points down. Start doing some research. And station. I think I have some station researches that'll be good. Really don't care about any of that. Depending on repair speed, there's some basic stuff. Meh. Meh. Could go in here, but I can use my jelly too, but still only get 1 and the auger cheaper to repair. Yeah, I mean, my Gladius would be my cheapest to repair, which is why I was testing it just to see that. Ooh, pure parts. This is good. No, nothing that wasn't perfect, but hell yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. There we go. We like that. We like that. I've been saving epic credits, almost 90,000. I have an all special ships, including Franklin A. I don't have the Fisha yet, still slogging it out. Definitely want to get the Fisha. I mean, it's not necessarily required, but it is good. It is good. Definitely need this, though. Definitely need a Klingon Apprentice. Let's see. And then I'm still ignoring this tree till it gets better. So I have things like Klingon Devotion that I can do. So it helps with the rep grinding. All right, so you're going back. Should be here soon. Collect. Let's see what place that put me in. I'm at 18th. Not super exciting. Now, where is that one we just punched? There she is. My alliance is currently merging, allying with another in an attempt to make one more territory capture focused. I joined the new alliance Discord, and there's a Star Trek Fleet Command content creator channel. We do love to see that. Supporting me, DJ, and the other content creators is huge and greatly appreciated. Okay, so that blew up. I can't get 2 in a run with the Gladius, but I do appreciate the cheap cost of repair. I guess I could have tried the Intrepid maybe, because it is a smidge beefier, but yep. Just want to know if Stranger World Part 3 arc has good mat requirements for being spent. What do you mean, Barnabas? What do you mean? What exactly are you referring to? And I can try to answer you more accurately. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. They need to add the option that you can buy 10 mega cube thingies at once and not one at a time. Agreed. Agreed. Okay. Will we ever see the Chin Talon pack as a general item? I'm pushing on that. I'm actually working on multiple $20 options. Like I'm working on multiple $20 packs that would be part of a rotation that came around and just give you a little bit something different than the $100 options. That is something I'm currently working on. My goodness, the chat bots are bad today. I do keep texting you, Ripper, because I love you. Now, Chief O'Brien, I don't see you doing a damn thing to contribute by killing heavies. So I will destroy you if you keep doing this. I am specifically clearing out heavies so I can get the babies. Yeah, screw you, buddy. Screw you. You can't even hit it in one shot? What crew are you running? How can you not even kill it in one shot? Report all bots? Yes, report all bots. We don't like bots. Let's get another research started up. Go back in here. We'll go back to our rep research. So the warp research is also very handy. And do Klingon devotion. Well, Kevin, we're running a VPN to try to help with that. Hopefully Comcast doesn't throttle my RTMP connection anymore. I'm hoping this makes it better. I'm hoping this makes it better. We're going to see, obviously. Are exocoms even bots, though? Because they're sentient. So what do you call an exocom? Because it's sentient. In Star Trek, they're sentient beings. And in Lower Decks, they're crew members. So what do you call an exocom there? Let's see. I can't see another one. We love Hellbot. We do love Hellbot. It is still weird for me to call him Hellbot just because that's not how I've ever known him. But I love that he's picked up a new moniker thanks to Team RD. I really do like that. Oh. All right, let's go back home. Really don't think I need too much more to do. Oh, I still got to do my run with Borg probes. I think I do a Borg probe run. So let's swap out for our Vidar. Assign. And we're going to do this and this. And then we need to get some stats down here. Nero will help out. Kumak. And attack. We need for sure. Pan. There we go. Almost completely forgot this. And we'll go stick it here. So the heavy, should have my gladius here in just a second. We can clear one of these out. And we'll start heading towards that. Oh my gosh, another one? Kesha had to shut down and reload a whole phone for better frame rate. That's weird that y'all have gotten. I haven't had too many drop frames or anything today. It seems like the VPN is helping, but seems like it. Swear to God, Hal. I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to destroy you. People who don't contribute to the clearing out really bug me. Like 2 other level 42s, y'all could be clearing heavies. Y'all could be clearing heavies. You're not. Go clear the heavies. Ugh. The only one clearing heavies right now. It's really annoying. All right. Angry love letter. There we go. You tired of cherry pickers too? Yeah, same. I mean, look, I can understand if you were there with me and you had a ship and you were helping clear heavies, then cool, get whatever you get. When I'm clearly the only one bringing in something, clearing heavies, forcing the respawn, because those that don't know, the capital systems respawn 80-20, 80% heavies, 20% transports. But once you start killing out all the transports, then the spawn rate eventually is nothing but heavies. You've got to clear them out. So don't just sit there and mooch off my work. You're level 42. You can destroy a heavy. If you're level 42, you can destroy a heavy. You may not believe it, but you can destroy a heavy. And it really bugs me when people just feed off of everybody else's work. Why don't you stop being lazy and help clear heavies? You can do it too. Yeah, it's just like, it's just common courtesy. Like, it's tough to get these things to spawn on what you want them. So go out and help clear them. And if everybody who's clearing, and math supports this, if everybody who's trying to get transports brings a ship to at least clear one heavy, you're going to force more spawns of transports. But when there's one person doing it, there's 4 people in the system, it sucks. Ed, yeah, this is my main. This is my main. This is my main. Also, you're not gonna kill a heavy? Yeah. It's not hard to kill a heavy. Just load out with the crew that we've talked about and everybody can kill a heavy. It's also pretty, like, if you can't one-shot a trader at level 42, you need to up your stuff. Everybody should be able to one-shot a trader at level 42. Like your regular transport, you should be able to one-shot it. You destroy heavies at 35. You can kill one heavy at level 35. Yeah. There you go. Epco, what do you mean? How do I build so slowly? What do you mean? Are you showing off the crew, or is there a reason you're killing capital C transports? Oh, no, the reason I'm doing it is for the loot boxes, hoping to slowly get BPs out of them. I'm basically very slow grinding Kelvins and stuff, and didn't get a single one. So, but, because they don't just show up. 80 on rate. Here. System with heavy. Don't spawn. There we go. Maybe he just doesn't know how it works. I mean, I did more ops level than you, and I believe you had more money in the game than me. I have no idea how much you've spent, but the main reason that I don't fly up levels is because as a content creator, it's more beneficial to be closer to where the average player is than just flying up levels. But anyways, ships, like if you look at my interceptor, I think I've got like 7 Kelvin BPs. How many do I have? I have 15 Kelvin BPs actually. This has all come from grinding and soul. So I just need to do this more. If I do this 10 times as much as I have, I'll be able to build a Kelvin without having the rep. So that's why I'm just slowly going through it. Just slowly growing through it. All right, let's put this back over here. Rev is a few thousand in the game. I've got right around 3. Yeah. We talking Bev, Skinny Mud, Talon crew? Yeah, that, or if you've got a tier 4 or higher con, just running con instead. But I mean, resource-wise, I could push pretty dang far if I wanted to. Like, here's my 4-star stock. Right around 29,000 4-star gas, 44,000 4-star ore, and 50,000 4-star, I'm sorry, 44,000 4-star crystal, 50,000 ore, and then you can see the rares. Like, if I wanted to make a push, I can, but it's more beneficial to me to stay around players. All right, your cons max, I use them with Bev and Skinny Mud. And that's what I do. My con's tier 4. But if I didn't have a higher tier con, then I would just probably run Talon. Ripper, yeah, I mean, but Ripper, you're also level 49. You're also level 49. When I bring a Cerritos, I did. Cerritos didn't really help enough. It didn't really help enough. But I did test that out just to see. I have not dumped a ton into my Cerritos research, honestly. So I'll do more of that today. Just as we're going through different research so I can score a little bit higher on this Pike leaderboard. I might throw a little bit in my Valdor as well. Take my Valdor up a tier. So, because I'm not planning on going to 46 for a few months anyway. So I might as well spend some of the stuff I'm sitting on. Pure parts battleship, I will need that, but it doesn't give me what I'm looking for. That's, yeah, I mean, that gives me what I'm looking for. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Increase using a Romulan ship. I never ever use Klingon ships for grinding, but that'll help offset it a little bit. Hey, here's one of my people. Okie dokie, where's the heavy? Let's go punch this one in the face. Let's go punch this one in the face and see if we can get another transport to spawn. Jeffers' boom is in a good boom or a bad boom? Which boom? Was it a good boom or a bad boom? We're not even talking about Voyager till, yeah, Voyager's definitely not coming out this year. I'd be shocked. I mean, they would have pulled the wool over so many different eyes. Dang, Ripper, I didn't realize you went all the way to 52. Very nice, man. Are you enjoying it up there in Whale Land? When are you going to go to 53 so you can get you an uncommon? Gotta get you that new warship. Oh man, don't tell me just heavies are spawning. I didn't get a Rego spawn. You want to know if we're getting the Borgmana's SMS this time or just leaderboards? Ripper might know the future events. Ripper. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. You're all halfway to 53. Nice. You need another 6 or so trillion steel. Incursions and raiding would help. Our battle pass rewards higher for level 41 versus 40. They're the exact same. Doesn't change at all between those two levels. I would pick the Vorcha, Sandra. I love the Klingons. I would pick the Vorcha. All right, get that research done. Come hit this. Oh my gosh, another one. How many bots can I get in one stream? Safe to spend my Borg recruit tokens? Yes. Go. And let's go back to our galaxy tree. I've been dumping a lot into here. I need expensive stuff. We'll just do this one. Just do this one. Get some warp speed bonuses. Prepare the Gladius. All right, go with the Vorcha Love Mine. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter too much at that level. It's more about your research and your officers. You can pick whatever ship and win. But I love how the Klingons look and always have. The Vorcha being one of my favorites. I hate that it's an uncommon because in the next generation, it was literally the flagship of the fleet. But because the Klingons run the formula where their epic is always an interceptor, it didn't make sense. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up, y'all. We've been streaming a little bit longer than I planned. I actually thought it was closer here. I'm going to wrap up, and I will have some content out tomorrow for y'all to check out. So, look, live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces. That's me. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a great time. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And, hey, if you want to, donate to the channel and support me and my family. Y'all are amazing. I'm out, and I will see y'all later.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.